This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Winner here, and that's Grant Quinlan, 19-year-old in his first ARCA start in the 30 car there for International Tool and Mold, getting together just a little bit.
Yeah, the ARCA officials do not want you to do any bump drafting in the corners. They allow it on the straightaways. And right now, Grant is just really trying to help Bobby Gerhardt. He's not trying to hurt him. He's trying to help him to get by that car in front of him. I believe that might have been Brett Holmes. But that's something you don't want to do, is feel a little bit of a bump in the center of the corner.
Especially to the left side of the bumper. It can really get you sideways.
And a smoker, that's Ronnie Osmer in the 99, a second car for Thomas Prater, and that brings out our first caution. And then we've got more problems in turn number 4. Andy Seiss has gone around in the 02 car.
That's the 52 of Will Rogers right there in front of your screen. The Dryden car, that's the same car that Austin won the championship with last year.
Oh, and he was having such a good run. He had moved up about 15 spots. Cody Robaugh in the number 7 Grant County Mulch car as well.
And let's see what happens here. That's the leaders going by that 99. You see the 27 of Travis Brayton go down on the inside.
There's Robaugh up above him, and he gets by. And then 52 car.
Andy Seiss actually looks like he was coming down to try to get back in line on the bottom, and they may have made contact there. That's where they've already got into each other.
So something happened after they got by the 99. 41 in 6. Sean Corr in 7th. Quinn Half is up in the top 3 or 4 for a while. He's back in 8th, and we've got a smoker and a caution for Grant Quinlan in the 30 car. Is that a tire rub?
Looks like an engine. Looks like an awful lot of smoke there.
Yeah, it's a lot of smoke.
Tough break for that young Canadian. This will give these guys an opportunity to come down pit road if they need it. I think this is going to be enough insurance to get them in their window to keep the track position, stay on the racetrack, but you never will know. You can go multiple laps in overtime too, but I think we may have a mix. If I'm towards the back of this lead group, I'm going to come in, top it off.
Maybe right behind Corr in that red Bama Buggies car. It is. He's taking a peek below and going below that double yellow line. You can't pass going below there.
He had a lane for a moment, then Sean Corr closed it up. Ooh.
And a big crash, spinning, turning, the 33 of Daniel Sassnitz. Caution number 3 at Daytona.
Big impact.
Yeah, Daniel was running in the 26th position. Here's the 22 also, Ed Pompa. Ed was running back in 30th.
Pompa driving for Andy Hillenberg's team with owner's points from Chad Bryant, the former Cunningham team.
There's a second generation ARCA racer, Andrew Belmont. His dad Andy had so much success here in the series years ago.
Let's go back and try to find out what happened.
Looks like they just get seized up. Looks like the 63 of Dave Mater III gets into the back of the 33 and turns him around. That's what's going to send him to the outside wall. They just kind of got bottled up a little bit on the inside, it looked like. And the farther back you go, the less time you have to react.
On board with Natalie Decker.
Whoa. Really checked up.
Amazing. What a great job she did. You could hear her get out of the throttle. She's this group, the draft.
They've got some work to do to catch up to the lead pack.
Well, there we go.
Huge wreck.
Corr, Half, Lamastus, and Doza all involved. Semi-big one here at Daytona. Caution number 4.
The 98 of Hoff just didn't give him enough room.
Guys, we saw that coming from miles away.
Yeah, 3/4 of a lap before that anyway. It's going to be a break for Natalie Decker, but what a tough break for Brian Doza. He was doing a nice job staying up there running in the lead pack.
And I might have said Corr, but that was John. Back and see how this started. We'd earlier seen a big wiggle for Gus Dean.
There's going to be contact. Gus is going to make contact with the 8 right there. They make contact, and that slows the entire field up now. See, now that puts them 3 wide. And as we did, they're going to go by the start-finish line, and then we get down to turn number 1. The 98 of Hauf is trying to go around the outside of Dean in the 32, and we get down to the corner, and he just doesn't give him any room. He turns in the corner like he's not there and squeezes him, and that's what causes this melee. Tom Hessert very fortunate, along with Michael Self, to get by on the inside. So stay single file and try to catch that front pack.
Sean Corr still in second, takes a little bump from Gregson, hangs on to it. Braden in fourth, Holmes, Purdy, that's the top six. They've spread out a little bit.
Oh, we're gonna see a caution. Caution is out.
And it's for the 10 car of Marakovic. We just mentioned slowing to a stop on the apron. Caution.
Wonder if he was one of the guys that only made that one pit stop early on. Now we're hearing that maybe he made some contact with the outside safer barrier. There's Michael Self going by him.
Possibly some oil. Looks like
because Michael Self was all up against the wall, and then Tony came along and made some contact with the wall.
There was a big slide. Let's see what we can see again.
Michael Self's helping him on the outside.
Oh, and Purdy's just going backwards there in the middle with no help. Self in the green and white 15. Moonter down on the grass. Will it stay green?
Great save by Leilani.
Trying to get out of the way as we come to the line with 2 to go coming up.
3 wide.
Back there for 5th position. And Gus Dean grabs that spot for a moment.
How can Gus Dean be racing for the 4th spot with all that damage in that 32 car?
Top 4 have checked out just a bit. Creed, Gregson, Braden, and Holmes.
Just 2 to go.
Dean is in 5th, then Corr, Hessert, Herbst, Purdy, and Self, the top 10. Prater, Zane Smith, who dominated early, is back in 12th position.
27 wants to go to the outside, but he has to be careful here.
He needs to wait a lap, I think. Don't want to take a shot now. Purdy's pushing Corr in the outside.
And you don't want to show them your move until you're ready.
Coming down for the white, Kevin.
Through the tri-oval. Sheldon Creed with Noah Gregson on his bumper. 2.5 miles to go in the season opener at Daytona. And we're back to a dozen right there in a pack. Creed into turn number 2. Gregson a car length behind. Another car length back to Braden. Here comes Corr again in that blue 43 on the top side with a good push from Purdy. And they're wrecking. Holmes is going around and upside down. Zane Smith around. A big one here in Daytona, but keep in mind, this is not the finish of this race. We will see a 1-lap shootout to determine this one. So another restart coming. And that's Holmes on his side. Thompson also comes to a stop, and multiple cars involved here on the final lap at Daytona.
There's the 32 of Gus Dean.
He survived the early contact. Let's go back and look at how all of this got started. Look at the 23 on the bottom side of Holmes.
See that we've got the 18 pushing the 32, and the 32's trying to help the 23, but he catches him in the right rear corner, and that turns him sideways. And I think he launched off the front of the 66 of Mark Thompson.
If it wouldn't have been for that incident, the outside line definitely would have had a shot at the win.
And I think you guys might be right. Sean Corr is being shown on our scoring monitor in second, and he's lined up second.
Set to go for a 1-lap shootout to determine the biggest race of the ARCA Racing Series schedule. It's at Daytona International Raceway. Sheldon Creed, the young superstar, on the bottom side in the white number 28 United Rentals MDM Motorsports Toyota. The 43 on the top side is 33-year-old Sean Corr in the Empire Racing Ford, and a half dozen others still have a chance to get it done. Pace car is off. Creed controls the restart. He's got his teammate Chase Purdy pushing him on the bottom. Here we go with 1 to go at Daytona. And Creed has the early jump, but Corr is trying to come around the outside with Braden giving him a shove.
Good pushes from the second row for both these guys. Look at him push.
Self is still there, back in 5th position. The front 2 rows, side by side, nose to tail, bumper to bumper. Corr in front, wiggles a bit. Corr on the backstretch. Coming is Sheldon Creed. They're still side by side going into 3.
Let's see who gets the advantage going in 3.
Creed on the bottom side.
Big.
Purdy is going around hard into the wall. Car goes with
41.
him. Caution. And we'll try again.
Michael Self, Willie Mullins are the first 2 cars to get through there.
Riley Herbst also involved.
A lot of cars involved in that incident. There's Travis Braden. Look at all the damage to that 27 car.
All right, let's see what happened here. Creed on the bottom, Core on the top.
Nobody to blame here. These guys are just doing all they can do to be pushed. You see the 28 get pushed sideways, and then the 43 of Core and the 8 of Chase Purdy make contact. The 43 takes the 27 up into the outside wall. You see Michael Self go by relatively unscathed from this incident anyway.
Chase Purdy got tight on the bottom. You could see he didn't have any air on his nose, and he just couldn't keep it down there and got into the outside lane.
He didn't have any air on his nose because his nose was up underneath
Absolutely.
the back of the 28 car.
And you have to.
Pace car is off. One more time to decide the season opener from Daytona in Arca, and it's a great jump from Michael Self back to the front.
Let's see if Tom Hessert can clear Willie Mullins now. Here comes Natalie Decker. She's pulling up in the back bumper of Willie Mullins. Outside line has a little bit of energy now. There's Tolman in the 78. He's now trying to decide whether he's going inside or outside.
And we know Max Tolman is fast. He was fast early.
25 is going to line up behind Hessert here.
And Self is all by himself. He has no help going down the backstretch. Half a lap to go. Does Michael Self have a big enough cushion? Mullins and Hessert for second, with Decker trying to push Hessert to see if they can catch Michael Self as they head to turn number 4. Michael Self has a cushion, headed down through the tri-oval. Michael Self is going to win at Daytona. Win number 2, and it's at the biggest stock car race in the ARCA series.
Look at the excitement down on pit road.
Kevin Reed, a winner again at Daytona. And Venturini Motorsports celebrates at the World Center of Racing.
3 cars in the top 5 of Venturini Motorsports, with Hessert in 4th and Natalie Decker in 5th. What a comeback by Sheldon Creed to finish 3rd.
Noah Gregson recovers to finish 7th. Jim, take it away.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This has been a special presentation of ABC Sports, spanning the globe to bring you the biggest events in the wide world of sports.